right. Yay. Okay. And hope you're well. And just let I'll go live. Really focusing on balancing out left brain, right brain. Just to bring a sense of emotional and mental calm. I do feel that maybe that's what we all need at the moment. Wherever you are, I don't know, but there's different parts of the UK that got different lockdown measures and whatever. I don't know where you are, but it's no fun. It's no fun. So yeah, I just thought I would think about the role of the right brain, left brain. So we've got yang and we've got yin. I suppose in yoga parlance that would be Pingala and Ida. These two channels that come down the left and right side, the nadis. Maybe think about it as you're driving a chariot and you've got your right hand and your left hand, and right, whatever animal it is that's pulling, the right one is like, go, let's go, never mind, nothing's going to stop us, just keep going. If anybody gets in the way, just push them out. We've got to get there first, we've got to be the best. Action, action, action. I can't hear anything, I'm not paying any attention to anything else, I'm just single-mindedly driven to that destination. And then the left side is saying, oh, whatever, I can't be bothered, you drive, I don't care. Oh, there's, somebody that I might be able to connect with and see if it'll okay. So does it matter so much about getting to this destination? So really, these are two very, very big extremes. And what we need is for them both used to as well, just to come together, unite, and just tune into the heart, into the central channel, the Sushmina channel. Yes, that's what you need. Sushmina channel in the middle. So, One's going to have to go outside. I think you're going to go outside this time. You're going to go outside. Yay! Anyway, apologies for that. When I record this, I'll probably skip the first bit. So if you get this on catch up, I'm just going to start again. So yoga is the balancing. Yoga means union. So it's the union of what? Lots of people argue, lots of different ideas behind this. But really, if you imagine you've got a chariot, your right hand, your left hand, and the right side is go, 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 go. The right side is let's go, let's do this, let's go on with this. Doesn't matter who's there, doesn't matter what's stopping us, we're going to keep going relentlessly. If someone's in the way, I'm going to push them. I'm just going to fight them. It's all action, action, action. Left side is whatever. I don't care. You drive. I'm not bothered about how we get there, when we get there, what's there when we get there. I'm just loving this journey and meeting people on the way. What we need is these two to come together in the middle. So we've got the yang and the yin. We've got the Pingala and the Ida, and in the middle we have the Sushmina channel. That balance, calm, space that we hopefully find today. So let's just begin. That's enough talking, I think. Let's begin just lying down on the mat. So you can bend your knees and just rest the soles of your feet on the mat and push down into the sacrum and stretch across the mat. Get as much of your back as much of your spine grounded into the floor as possible. Take your palms of your hands down, push the shoulders down to the floor and down away from the ears. And just feel that connection with the floor. Feel that sense of grounding, that sense of stability. Connecting really to the root chakra, connecting to Sthira, the yang principle, the masculine, the physical, the solid element, the solid state of matter, the physical element, the earth element. And then if you're lying down and you feel, if you've got a bit of a curvature in the shoulder, you might be feeling that your neck is going to bend back. You can put something underneath your head just to be comfortable. And just stay here and relax and tune in, connect to the breath, connect to your physical body. And as you inhale, feel that sense of the body expanding with lightness, with space, with ease. That's the sukha. That's one half of the coin. The second coin. Inhale, feel the softness, feel the lightness as you inhale. Torso expanding all the way up to the collarbones and all the way down to the pelvic floor. Expanding up towards the ceiling, expanding down into the mat. And as you exhale, tune in to the feeling of Sthira, that's the firmness, the stability, the strength, the masculine principle, the root chakra. So with every inhale, tuning in to the yin side. And exhale, grounding down into the floor from the yang side. And these principles of expansion and contraction, of allowing things to come in, expanding, and the contraction, the closing off, they happen at a cellular level, they happen at a molecular level, they happen equally in the cosmos, out there in the universe. Deep breaths. And I want you just to start moving your spine. So arch the back of the waist up, coming into spinal extension, and then push the back of the waist down into the floor and spinal flexion. Keep moving here with the breath. Inhale, lifting the central spine up. Exhale, pushing it down. Moving with breath. And then come back to rest at the center. And then take the arms up overhead. So just let the elbows bend. Doesn't matter what angle your arms are at, just make sure that the arms are grounded down into the mat. Just going to turn the head from side to side, slowly moving with the breath. So you can either inhale one side, exhale the other side, or you could go exhale to the side, inhale to the center. Move more slowly, but make sure that your breath is natural. Just Feel the lightness and ease, the softness in your neck. You can close your eyes, or if you prefer to have them open, just gaze down towards the tip of the nose. And back to the center. And then just bring the arms up. Gently stretch your spine down into the mat. And you can take one hand on the low belly, one hand on the upper chest. Just stay where you are, just breathing. And the movements in the body with a natural breath. The softness in the inhale. And the firmness in the exhale. Aware if the breathing is maybe slowing down a little bit. Not trying to make anything happen, just observing without judgment. Just bring the arms back down and then just take the right leg. I'm just going to bend it up gently. So you might not be able to hold on to the shin, it might be just underneath the thigh, whatever is good for you. And just start gently moving the knee from side to side, just holding the hip gently. And then give it a big hug. And if you're able, you can lean up and take a hold of the elbow over the knee and just take the wrist of the right hand and left hand and pull. And just feel that stretch intensify a little bit more. And inhale into the belly, and that's going to intensify the stretch in the hip. And release. Just let go, give that leg a little shake out. Swap sides, take the left knee now and just move it around side to side. Thank goodness the dogs have calmed down. And just give them a hug. And then we'll take the crook of the elbow and then come back down. So you might not be able to get this right round, that's fine, just do what you can. Inhale, breathing into the belly. Deep full breaths. And release. And just shake your legs. Then keeping the feet flat with the knees bent, take the right leg and stretch it. So just let it up over an inch or two off the floor and push the heel down. So that's your welly boot. Yeah? Have your hands wherever you want. Just stretch the heel away and really stretch that leg. So you're pulling the leg, not necessarily out the socket, but just stretching it away from the socket. And then take the heel down and point the toes and see if you can feel a stretch in the front of the leg now. Stretching that leg all the way down. And release. Swap sides, take the other leg, stretch the heel away from you as far as you can. Just hovering the leg an inch or two up, and then take the heel down and point the toes, and stretch the front of the leg all the way down. And release. And then just take one hand on each knee. You're going to come round in semicircle, in figures of 8. So the right knee is coming out to the right side, and the left knee is coming out to the left side. Draw the knees up towards the chest, then open the knees out to the side and down, and then the knees touch and they come back up the center. And then circle in the other direction. And then take both knees out to the side, and just resting the hands on the knees. We're just going to take one leg straight out and use the hand under the knee for support. And back in. Other side. Just my hand under the leg, and this foot is flexed. Pushing the heel away from you so that the leg is quite active as it stretches. Lengthening through the neck. Moving with the breath. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, release. One more each side. And then take both legs out to the side, and you can still use your hands for support. Stretch and flex the foot. And then release a little bit. You can take the hands inside the legs just to intensify the stretch if that's appropriate. Just relax as you exhale and inhale, stretch. And release, bring the legs back up. Just give them a hug, move side to side. Circle the ankles. And just massage your low back into the floor, circle around. And then when you're ready, roll all the way over to your side and slowly push yourself up. You're going to come all the way up to standing. So let me just check my notes. Make some notes. Done that. Yeah, good. Remembered everything. So just coming up slowly, just come onto the toes. It's okay. At least if you are, come onto the toes and just maybe stretch out the ankles and calves. Moving side to side and second back onto the as far back onto the heels as you can, and then we're slowly going to come up, pushing the heels down, get the feet nice and flat, get the weight nice and even on the fronts and backs of the feet. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders, and then when you're ready, slowly come up. So bend the knees, come up halfway. Take a breath, and then come up halfway again, so for 3/4. And then slowly come all the way up. Jump it off And change the angle. So we're just going to stand here in Tadasana with the feet about hip width apart. Good boy. Roll the shoulders. And just find that place where the weight is nice and even. So we don't induce any extra tension. So as you lean off center in any direction, adding extra tension, extra effort, extra oxygen consumption, just extra work unnecessarily. And through time, that builds up and builds up and builds up, and the tension in the whole of that side of the body, whether it's the front or the back or one side or the other. So just try and feel like you're standing as easily as you possibly can. Now there is I don't know if this is true, but apparently I've heard, I don't know if it's a rumour or an urban myth, that if you've got a skeleton, it would just stand up on its own. Okay, now I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to say it's true or it's not true, but can you just imagine if that is true, then obviously it's not going to happen if the skeleton's leaning one way or the other, and that's where you need to have some effort. And if it is true, then that means that we can stand up without any effort at all. Is that why you see people sleeping standing up? I don't know. Anyway, just get that point of equilibrium. Nice and stable, nice and rounded. Nice neck and shoulders. Soft knees, engage the abdominals, roll the shoulders, and pull the shoulder blades back towards each other. We're talking about balancing left brain, right brain. Just taking the palms together. And just a gentle pressure on the palms, taking the hands down by the heart center. Just stay here and breathe and feel that lightness, that ease as you inhale. And as you exhale, just feel the weight sinking down into the floor, into the soles of the feet. Feel that sthira, that firmness, that stability. Gentle pressure on the palms, checking in with the soles of the feet. Making sure that you are standing at complete equilibrium. Nice deep breath, one more, all the way in. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes, open your arms down and shake out. Shake out the legs, shake out your arms. So we're going to do a nice, easy, I'll just check. Yeah, we're going to do this first, taking the feet a little bit wide, so not like super, super wide as far as you ever could. I'm going to stand back a bit so that my feet are visible in the video. So my feet are parallel, so try and get your feet as parallel as you can. And all we're going to do is take the arms up, and on the inhale, we stretch out, keep the knees a little bit soft, and as you exhale, just windmill down to the right. Now the thing to watch for here is that you're not just slumping down to the right, and then you inhale back to the center and exhale to the left. So to be lazy, you can just slump down to the side and then back up, and then there's no effort, and nothing's happening at all. But what I want you to do is really engage with the soles of the feet and feel how the body wants to move over to the right, because that would be minimal effort. But keep that grounded on the left side as you come down to the right, and that means that you're switching on that inner core stability, that sthira, the firmness, the yang principle. So exhale down to the side, inhale up to the center.
Doesn't matter how far you're moving. Doesn't matter if you're very flexible and you can't do yoga. If you can breathe, you can do yoga. Just keep pushing down into the feet and keep the knees unlocked. So very slight micro bend in the knees. See if you can feel your inner core, deep core, just switching on gently. Moving in time with the breath. So don't speed up the breath, slow down the movement. All the tension on the feet, all in the legs. Turn into that root chakra to the feet, to the legs. Grounding. Just nice and calm. And down to the left. Back to the center. Bring the arms down and shake the shoulders. Knees. Bring the feet back in. Shake the legs. And just swing the arms back and forward, releasing it. Tension in the shoulders. Shake out the legs again. Let's do some various twists. These are really good. Take the feet maybe a little bit wider than hip width, maybe about shoulder width, and make sure the knees are a little bit bent and the hips stay facing the front. Okay, so you're just twisting the torso. If you over twist from the hips, then you might find that your knees are taking a hit and they're starting to twist, which we don't really want. Sinking back a little bit onto the heels, maybe just feel that releasing any tension in the torso, in the trunk. So this is really for the lower half of the spine. So it's good for the digestion. Just keep going until you feel that's kind of loosened up. And then bring it back in again, nice and gently. Shake it out. Shake it out. So I'm going to do a nice relaxing posture that involves different things with the right and left side, so that can be quite good for balancing the right brain, the left brain. Okay, so let's just prepare for this. So just start off standing about maybe hip width or maybe a little bit wider. You can change the width of the feet, the distance between the feet, if it makes it easier for you to sort of feel more balanced. I'm just going to start moving the weight onto the ball of the feet, keeping the torso nice and straight. And start lifting the heels and then coming back. So just get used to moving in a straight line, lifting the heels. Lifting the heels higher and higher until you've managed to get them all the way up. Okay. I'm going to start moving the arms as well. This is where the difference comes in. So we're going to start off inhaling, lifting the heels and lifting both arms up to the horizontal. We're going to continue moving the right arm all the way up as we continue lifting the heels. Then we're going to move the arm down, lower the heels down on the exhale, and then both arms come all the way back down. So it's really synchronizing all that. Then we're going to go on the left side. So inhale, start to lift the heels, lift the arms halfway, then continue inhaling and lifting the left arm all the way up as the heels come all the way up. Exhale, left arm down, then both arms down as the heels move. Then we're going to do both arms up. So you can watch my heels gradually lifting all the way up. I should be inhaling. If I could master talking on the inhale, then that would be fantastic. Then we would get a word in edgeways. Now, we'll do all around, so keep moving, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale both arms all the way. Let's do one more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And well done. Shake out. Shake out the legs. Release the calf muscles. Let's see here. Right. I'm going to do warrior 3 for the balance. So, I just want one mat on the wooden floor. If you try and balance on too much sponginess, then it's not good. You don't get that same feedback. And so the foot, and it's a bit like trying to balance on a trampoline. So just about see so the foot. So we're going to start with the right side. So for all physical poses, you start on the right side, and that means you're balancing, you're standing on the right side, and you're lifting your left leg. And that's for physical poses. So spread the toes, make your feet as big as you can. We're going to do a nice warrior 3. So from here, just take the hands on the hips to start with, and I'll lift the leg and fold forward, and then push the arms away down towards the foot, and lengthen the foot out behind. Keep the sacrum leg on. And take a couple of breaths here. And then drop. Drop the arms down. Sorry, my phone just went on here. And then stretch the arms out in front. And then the left leg and up. And straighten the leg out in front. If you can. If you get cramp, just bend the raised leg. And then gently come back down and shake out. Shake out. Let's actually get into the mat. And then when you're ready, nice deep breath into the other side. So step onto the left foot, spread the toes. Make that foot as big as you can. And when you feel steady, it's the very opposite. Forward, bend, and push the arms behind, so the shoulders moving away the ears and stretch the leg out behind. Take a few breaths. Remember, the neck is a continuation of the spine, so you should be gazing down towards the floor. Drop the arms down, relax the shoulders, and then stretch the arms out in front. Nice and strong. And bend the right knee, lift the torso and the arms up, and take that leg, that right leg, out in front straight if you can. And then back down, slowly. Shake your leg, shake it out, inside your feet, into the mat. And then, yes, that's us really. I'm going to come back down again. Let's just stretch out the back of the legs. Lock out the knees and just hang forward. Get the elbows on opposite arms. Relax the shoulders, the neck. Make sure there's no tension in the jaw. And drop the arms down. Release the shoulders. And then slowly come down. Slowly come down onto the floor. Now we're just going to do cobbler pose. So we're just going to change the angle. So we're just going to do a nice stretch for the hips and the thighs. So this is tapping into the sacral chakra. And so, strong sort of standing poses, working the legs. If you've got that in the legs, then we'll be partially working the root chakra. So that's your Sthira, if you like, the Yan, the Pingala. So the left brain, and now we're going to do this, just stretching in the hips. That's the opposite side, the Yin Pingala. Just so you can open your feet like a book, or you can clasp your hands around the feet. Hopefully you see better. And push the soles of the feet towards each other. So if you've got your feet open like a book, then it should be just outside the edge of the foot that's pushing in towards each other, and the knees are pushing out to the sides. And don't worry how far you can go. Just try and keep a nice straight spine so that you're kind of pivoting, maybe if that's the right word, from here, so that the belly, the hips are kind of rolling down, opening up rather than just how far can I get down and stretching like this. Okay, you want to get that stretch in the hips. So lengthen up through the spine as you inhale, and then come forward and you might get the elbows on the insides of the legs. Or not, that's fine. Get your way down, breathe your way down, keep pushing down into the base, feeling that Sthira, that grounding sensation. And walk the belly like a balloon as you inhale, just kind of that stretch. Relax the head down and just stay here. Stay as quiet and still as you can, mentally and physically. gently when you're ready, just come back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Check how long you're on. Just release. And just bring the legs up, maybe do a little bit of a windscreen wiper over to the side. I just wanted to do a little bit of breathing at the end here. So just make sure that you're just shaking out everything and taking whatever less movements you feel you want or need in your body. And so make one layers on. Just get comfortable. So you can be cross-legged on the floor or be, any comfortable seated position. Make sure that it is a comfortable seated position, and if you need something under your sit bones, yourself nicely grounded into the floor. So again, just maybe thinking about the left brain, right brain. I want to just start doing a bit of a, I suppose you could call it breath of fire. Just put one hand on the upper part of the abdomen and one on the lower. So, oh no, honey. So the belly button is the dividing point, and we just want to exhale and pull the upper part of the belly in. Inhale, let it come out. And just start to speed up. Speed up. And you can take your hands away. And then you can really start to speed up, and it becomes like this diaphragmatic kind of pumping breath of fire. With the emphasis on the exhale. And if you find you run out of breath and you need to stop, take a proper breath in and out as much as you need to. Otherwise, you could be doing this for 5, 10, 15 minutes, however long you want. Just really tune into a bit of moderation and think about your experience. If it's the first time you've ever done it, don't go overboard. I'm just going to spend a minute or two on this, so just be comfortable. And release. Just take a few breaths, let the breathing restore. Check in with the physical body, check in with your energy, check in with your emotional and mental reactions or thoughts or feelings. So I'm going to do a cooling breath. And this would be more obviously for the inside of things. So just I can't finish. Can you roll your tongue like this? Apparently that's a genetic thing. So I'm getting messages from people. This is live. You're following me. Thanks, David. Well, my glasses on. Yeah, I'm from Scotland. Okay. So inhale and exhale just with the mouth closed. So not everybody can roll the tongue. And this guy here is my guru. Even though he's a brat and he's a pain, he's my guru. So when he's needing to cool down, he can't roll his tongue either. And what he does is curls around like this. Okay. So just take a few breaths here, 2 moments. Inhale, exhale. Just cool down the body, cool down the brain, calm down. Just finding that peaceful place within. And open the eyes. And then do one more breathing practice again to balance out the left brain, right brain. And this is an alternate nostril breath. So, and the reason we use the nostrils for this is you've got these channels up the side, so the left and the right side, and there's a crossover. But the one that goes through the right nostril then goes up to the left side of the brain, and the one that goes through the right, so the left nostril goes up to the right side of the brain. So again, it's like the right side of the brain is connected to the left side of the body, including the left nostril, so left nostril, right brain. And basically we're just controlling the flow of prana through the nostrils, through these channels, and that should help us to and down, and down. So we just take the right hand and we use the thumb to block the right nostril and the ring finger to block the left nostril. Right? So we start off inhaling through the left nostril, and then we exhale, inhale right nostril, exhale, inhale left nostril. And you can constrict the back of your throat just ever so gently, just with a very, very gentle whisper, if you want to. Take 2 fingers in between the eyebrows, take a breath in, hand out, and you're ready to inhale. Block the right nostril with the right thumb and inhale out. And switch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Finishing up after an exhale from the left nostril and up through the perfect. And then just gently move. Take whatever last movements again if you need. And then just get yourself into a comfortable relaxation position of your choice. Get your layers on, you can lie down, you can take your legs up the wall or because we're at home, most of us. You can lie down and maybe take your knees up on the bed or on the sofa, or just lie down. Lift the feet at the corners of the mat, roll the legs open, take the arms out about the same angle as the legs, hands facing up, roll the shoulders open. Just be comfortable. If you've got low back issues and you want to, you can bend the knees up, take the feet wide and drop the knees in. So you're not holding the legs in position. Taking any tension out of the hips. And you can put one hand on the low belly, one hand on the upper chest if you want. And just stay here with the breath, with the body, with the movements, with the natural rhythm of the breath, with your sthira, with your sukha, your firmness, your strength, masculine, yang, pingala, root chakra, solidity and stability, and with your sukha, your lightness, your ease, ability to bend and flow, fluidity, the liquids, the water element, the yin, Anida, and anything else that I've forgotten. Thank you for watching. I'll leave you here. You can stay in your relaxation, nice rest, stay as long as you want, as long as you can. Give yourself this time, give yourself this space with just your brain, just your body, just the moment, just the here and now. Okay, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Namaste. See you soon. Bye.